Are you just like me, constantly consuming content from professional model makers and painters who seem to have a godlike ability to breathe life into every model they touch? And perhaps like me, you're spying on all the 3D printing YouTube legends as they make perfect prints with the ease and efficiency of a buoyant Jean-Luc Picard ordering an Earl Grey hot at the replicator.
Special effects.
And perhaps you're just an amateur hobbyist trying to find time for projects between work and walkies.
We're going Wookiees! Wookiees! Jeez, whoa!
Well, if that's the case, a hearty welcome to Krak Fox Studios, my repurposed channel dedicated to the ups
So cute.
and the downs
Bad movie.
of life being an average model enthusiast and a very amateur painter. So, without further ado, let's crack on. So through the coming months and hopefully the coming years, I hope to take you on a journey as I try to become a more patient, more practiced, and more persistent producer of perfect printing and painting projects. Yes, finally got the take. So join me as I go through the process of deciding what prints to buy, setting them up for print, failing to print them, setting them up again, finally getting decent prints, and hopefully actually getting around to painting the damn things. And along the way, hopefully you'll find some inspiration for your next project. Maybe some good advice, more likely some bad advice. While I'll always try to review every model that I print and paint and all the equipment that I use. So that's enough chopping about why I'm here. Let's get on to my past projects, my equipment, and my plans for the future of the channel. But I'm not going to start with these two chaps here. No, I'm going to start with the big chap behind me. Okay, so this alien head from Nero Studios I got from Etsy. Link in the description if you want to have a look at it yourself. I'm going to do a whole video on the modifications that I made. I got it hollowed out, split into sections, the adaptations I made to it, printed it on my Bamboo A1, so it's fully FDM, and then all the thinking and the process that went into actually painting it. So yeah, that's the next video coming up. Not a 3D print, actually an old model, the 1991-92, I believe, Alien Space Jockey kit, really quite rare. Had it for years and stripped all the paint off it and wanted to redo it as I'm a little bit older, a little bit more experienced now. So I think I did a better job this time around. Okay, so this is Wicked's absolutely mind-blowingly stunning piece of 3D work for this figurine that they've given us. Again, link in the comments. This is again printed fully FDM actually. The quality of the work that's gone into this STL is incredible. There's got loads of detail, so the body of Logan. I added the wooden branch and the bit of clothing on top of him, just add that extra little bit of detail. Around the other side is Headpool, which is great fun to work on, and again, printed fully in FDM. And while we're on the subject of heads, here's Deadpool's sort of battle-worn wearable masks by DO3D. Link in the descriptions if you want to take a look at getting that STL yourself. He also does accompanying Wolverine cowl, which is definitely on the list for a future video, so keep an eye out for that. This is a full-size San Solo that I handcrafted, apart from the face, that was like a cast that I bought online. But pretty much everything else was scratch built by myself. Next up, we've got Gambody's version 1 of the Balrog and Gandalf fight. They've got a version 2 out, which is slightly more beefier and chunkier, which I can't wait to actually get and download and print and paint that. This is by far the biggest and one of the first resin prints I ever did. Again, it's probably about 30 or 40 centimeters high. And it wouldn't be me if I didn't make a bit of a balls up, because when I was moving this model to film it, I dropped and broke the whip and also broke and now lost Gandalf's sword.
Fool of a took.
All right, Gandalf, I'll print you a new one. Yep, so in the pipeline, I need to finish my massive and rather incredible red dwarf from Gambody. Need to add in detail, put on the extra bits that are sitting on my desk, and then LED lighting, which I need to learn how to do, so that's going to be an excellent video. Yep, so in an upcoming video, you'll see me trying not to electrocute myself as I finish off all the details of this. Now, this one is going to be my absolute nemesis. I was doing great with this T800 head, using graphite dust for the chrome, but it wasn't quite bright enough, so I tried to strip it off. Ended up turning the whole thing into an absolute load of gunk and tried to strip it back down to primer, and it just did not work, so I'm going to have to reprint this and redo it all again. But it should make for a great video. This next one I'm really excited about. I can't wait to get this printed and on the workbench. It's Captain Titus from Bulkamancer, and just look at the quality of that, it looks incredible. Again, links in the description. And then another project in the pipeline was trying to make myself a D&D character of a bard and doing it in AI, which didn't work. So here's the Nathaniel figurine that I'm going to print off and paint instead. So that's it. That's the end of my first 2-camera video that I've ever done. Thank you for sticking with me if you are here to the end. Hello, nice to meet you. Appreciate it. Hopefully that's a sign that the channel's got potential to grow, because if not, I'm going to have to go on OnlyFans and see if they've got a market for 45-year-old geeks with dad bods and ADHD. You know what? Bet they do. I might go shave my legs.